Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So the market is in the red, XRP under 30 cents. Guys, I gotta reiterate, not a financial advisor, but if you haven't picked up XRP, I would probably suggest that you do it sooner rather than later. We are not going to see these prices forever. I know when I tell people, you know what, it's a good time to buy XRP, I'm not talking about people on the channel, I'm talking about people in real life. Because I do this in real life too. I'm a proponent of this cryptocurrency. And when they realize that I'm into crypto and, they might ask some suggestions, I tell them XRP, of course, and now's a great time to buy. But seriously, sub 30, how often this year have we seen sub 30 versus 30s or 40s or 50s or 60 cents in XRP? Not often. You can see here, this is XRP on a daily. We're hovering back into this zone here, this level of support. And yeah, the crypto market doesn't look great. Nevertheless, there is so much going on where we kind of have to step back and realize that this is going to be something huge. Ripple CEO responds to NYSE Chairman's comments on digital assets. And I touched on Brad's tweet yesterday. In a recent tweet, Garlinghouse, the CEO of the leading blockchain fintech firm Ripple, responded to the statement made by the New York Stock Exchange Chairman Jeff Sprecher in an interview with CNBC, stated that cryptocurrencies are here to stay. Regarding this, Garlinghouse stated that as volatility in the market is not equivalent to the end of stock, similarly, digital assets will not reach their end either. So in his words, I did mention this tweet yesterday, exciting to see more people in the traditional finance world take the long view on digital assets. Just like stock market volatility does not equal the end of stocks, digital assets aren't going away. And this is proven by the Coinbase statement. I know this was touched on by many YouTubers. Of course, now they've decided they are going to add XRP, sandwiched amongst many other tokens, some that I have heard of, some that I have not heard of. But of course, I'm sure Coinbase has done their research and they have selected the ones that they see fit for their platform. More XRP news. I know this isn't the newest news. XRP integration into OMNI, and that's Xpring's role in company growth discussed by Leader. And this is that rental service, people renting their stuff out and integrating XRP into that system. So we see big movements in adoption of XRP. These are the first strides that we're seeing. One day we are going to see a world where XRP is integrated in more things than you guys will possibly be able to imagine today. I am not joking about that. Guys, if you want to read the articles, I always link them in the description. Just getting through this stuff here, Binance CEO expects Bitcoin and crypto market to recover much faster than the Nasdaq. And that is interesting because if any of you guys are following finance, we know this is the Nasdaq, guys, on a weekly chart, that we are seeing some bearish selling pressure in the stock market. If you guys are listening to the news, are we going to be able to break these new highs? And what could that mean for the stock market? Whether you go to the Nasdaq, the S&P 500, and that's the S&P 500, I've circled it here from a former exercise that I did, or the Dow Jones, look, they all look the same, right? We're seeing this double top, and then now we're kind of questioning, is it going to go further down or further up? And that's kind of why a lot of finance people are kind of watching this very, very closely. But he mentions the Nasdaq because it is the tech sector. And as you can see, back in 2008 or 2008, rather, the last stock market crash, we saw a crash and we saw some basing before we saw the stock market climb again. And it didn't hit, this is the Nasdaq in particular, didn't hit its all-time high from November 5th, 2007. Until it didn't meet that high until January 10th, 2011. So 3 years it took for the stock market to just rebound to even Steven. And so what could this mean? And so, okay, so let's go back to this. The Binance CEO says he expects Bitcoin and crypto market to recover much faster than the Nasdaq. And if you guys just look at the charts, it makes sense, right? We have seen this steep incline and this decline for months and months and months and months. And now we're starting to bottom out again, guys. This is XRP on the daily. We're bottoming out here. We're retracing in this level here. And we've seen this for months. I know you guys have felt it for months. So have I. A great buying opportunity. Well, if the stock market crashes, it could be a good buying opportunity to buy Netflix, Apple, Amazon, what have you. Very interesting comment, and I can see where he's coming from. I feel like what the CEO of Binance is saying is that we have bottomed out. This is it for crypto. We may see a few lower lows. We may see Bitcoin go to 2,500. I know that was a prediction, but ultimately we're not going much lower than where we are. If we do see, a few lower lows, we may see XRP sub 20. That would be really, really interesting. However, I don't ever like to just assume that it's going to see new lows. I like to see proof. I like to see how long it's going to base in this level. I like to read the news. I like to know when regulation is coming. I like to know all those things because a lot of that matters. We know institutions have been pushing crypto down, and we know how easy it is to push crypto down. So I think the CEO of Binance is onto something here. Last thing up for the day. Yesterday's Bearable Guy riddle. I know some of you aren't into Bearable Guy. Turn the video off now. And I know Sam I Am did a video stream last night. I have not watched it yet, but I'm very interested to see what he has to say. Not going to touch on it too much, but this code here translates to this image here. Grass is always greener on the other side. Maybe that's what Bearable Guy's trying to tell us. Maybe he's trying to tell us, look, you think your life is bad. You bought crypto up here somewhere and it has just crashed for months and months and months and months. But maybe what he's suggesting is that once the regulation kicks in and once we see some real world utility for XRP, your life is going to change extraordinarily. We can also look at it as the stark difference between this life and that life and look at what you had to go through in order to get to this. It's just a matter of time and patience. Ultimately, I think that Sam probably has the same idea there. And it brought us to this website here, the Bridget McKay Professional Corporation, which looks to me like a wills and estates law firm. Get your ducks in a row. They do wills, trusts, estate plans, law. And so maybe Bearable Guy's giving us a hint here too, that we better prepare soon or at least have the thoughts in our mind because we are all going to be flush with cash soon, guys. But anyway, I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.